welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you're doing good today. Thank you for joining me today for another Wild Thoughts video where I give you my thoughts on some happenings in the world, conspiracies, crazy ideas, and whatever have you. Just a little tidbit of my brain, of my thought process to dive right into the discussion. The first thing I want to mention is how right now a lot of people are experiencing time move by faster. Whether it's the seasons changing fast, birthdays coming and going, the holidays flying past, time is speeding up. That is called the quickening. The quickening is not a new concept. It has been around for some time, and a lot of people are experiencing that. That is just the cycle that the planet is in right now, and it is all a part of a bigger picture of what is going on, known as the mass awakening. The mass awakening just really means that there is an extremely large number of people on the planet right now who are waking up to what's really going on in reality. How nothing is really what it seems. Everything you learned in school, everything you were taught growing up, and on TV and the media, it was all BS. And a lot of people have come to realize that. And the way those two things tie into each other is that, as time is speeding up, people are rapidly waking up to, the Matrix. Sorry to be so cliche and use that word. I know that's a big word right now, but the Matrix is a real thing and we are a part of it. The mass awakening really is definitely not just a concept. It is very well known. There's books, you find movies, shows, YouTube videos like this one. This phase is really to propel the planet, propel us into, higher frequencies. Now, a lot of people at one time, with the veil being lifted from their eyes, it can cause trouble for those puppeteers, the ones who control the strings behind everything. Some might even call that the end of the world as we know it. Truly, when you think about it, that's what it is. The end of the world as we know it. Because for a long time, the world as we knew it, everybody was asleep. People were just mindlessly going to work, 9 to 5s, not speaking up about things they felt they needed to talk about in the world, regarding the government, regarding life, regarding living, regarding energy, regarding food for people. When you truly think about it, why do we as humans pay for food when it literally grows on trees? Why do you pay for food when it grows out of the ground for free? Have you ever thought about that? But yeah, some people might label the mass awakening as the end of the world as we know it, which would be true. And another name for that, it would be classified as the apocalypse. Of course, right? The apocalypse is the complete and final destruction of the world as we know it, as described in the biblical book of Revelation, as we discussed before. The reason why I would go so far as to label that as the apocalypse would be because, think about this. If a large number of people around the world right now stop playing along in this game that's going on, if we stop playing along in the show, imagine what that would do. Imagine if you didn't go to work. You stopped paying bills. You kept making money somehow, side hustles, this or that, trading with people, doing anything you wanted to do, but you just didn't do what the government wanted you to do. The world would literally disintegrate. It would fall apart. But then again, that is what's going on right now in America. Just look at the US dollar. It loses its value more and more every day. Every day. Pretty soon, money will be useless. And when you think about it, money is nothing. You need it to buy things right now, but that's just because of the current way things are set up. What is money? It's paper. It's nothing. You give it value. Your imagination gives it value. Have you ever seen these two movies? Bangers. You know why they're relevant? Because these two movies are, dare I say, the key to life, the key to it all. I'm not being dramatic. The first movie, Free Guy, is about a man who is literally following a day-to-day routine, going working a 9 to 5, doing the same monotonous routine that he always does every single day. And then one day something happens in the movie, which I won't spoil, that breaks him free. And he realizes that life is a game. Nothing is real. None of this matters. So what does he do? He becomes free. He is free guy. And the creators, those puppeteers that we mentioned before, they get upset and they try to stop him, obviously, right? But, you know, in the movie it shows how useless it is to even worry about the drawbacks of breaking free actually. Like when you actually step out of the shackles, break free of the shackles, and you step through the threshold of freedom, you realize that the consequences of doing that are far less scary than actually being in the play itself. Which brings me to the second movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, you need to get on the bandwagon now. You need to get on the wave. This movie is incredible. 6 out of 5 stars. It has a similar theme to the first movie, and it's the perspective of a woman. And in the film, she's doing her regular 9 to 5 everyday life, except for she's a business owner. And something happens where she breaks free of the matrix. But in this movie, it goes a little bit more into depth. It goes and shows you exactly how little everything really means. And I cannot express that enough. It literally just like, I'm really surprised that that's actually out. I think that these two movies exist right now in this era because one, we are the generation who can change it all. We can definitely do it. We can free ourselves. We can break the mold. We can break the matrix. We can end the cycle. And two, it just is a little scary if I'm being honest, because the puppet masters, they have a plan for everything, and they definitely will try their hardest to keep that from happening. Even though these movies exist, you know, the reason why I even think that these movies are out in this era is because a lot of the information usually will go over people's heads. But this is a new generation. We see it, we know it, we can recognize it, and we can break through the cracks. I know we can do it. But yeah, they definitely do have a plan. You know, they have their little schemes and tactics to keep us docile and following protocol and this and that. I have read articles recently about the implementation of a chip underneath the skin of people soon. Don't do it. Whether it's for monetary purposes, you know, cash transactions, or tracking, or making you a robot slash human, don't do it. We are the ones who need to break the cycle. Don't let them keep us under genjutsu. Break free. You can do it. What this video is, I don't know if it's a motivational speech or an informational chat, but all I do know is that I needed to get that off my chest, and I needed to say that. I just think these topics are interesting, and I just wanted to highly recommend those two movies. If you have not seen them, go check them out because they will change your life. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to today's Wild Thoughts video. I genuinely do appreciate you. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. Always, please leave a comment down below to let me know what you think about what we're discussing. Don't forget to press that subscribe button if you haven't already, if you want to see more of my face and hear more of my voice. And check out some more of my videos. I'll leave a link to it right up top. And goodbye for now. Stay alert, everybody.